Okay, good evening. Welcome to
FamilyMath number 342.
FamilyMath342. So here's a very interesting conjecture I saw posted on Twitter today from our friend Tracy Johnston Zager. And she was in a class, I guess, and a kid was asking about this. And I said some kid conjectured everything with a perimeter has an area. Okay, what does that even mean?
Well, it means, so the perimeter is the length of these lines on the outside. Okay. And the area is the area of the things that are sealed off by the lines.
Okay, interesting. And that made me want to ask you, what do you think about this conjecture? Number one.
If something doesn't have this shape would not have a perimeter.
Okay.
And its area, it's not closed off, so it would be everything, like all of space, because in here is not closed off. So everything would be its area.
Okay. So this is an example of a shape that you think does not have a perimeter, but does have an area.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, what about if this has a perimeter?
Okay.
And it still does have an area. I guess it doesn't really look like a rectangle. Well, imagine it is a rectangle, then you can find the area by multiplying the short side and the long side. Okay. And that area is finite.
Yeah.
So I guess anything with a perimeter has a finite area.
Oh, interesting.
Unless the shape is like infinitesimally big.
Huh.
And then it would still have a perimeter.
Ooh, so you think it can have a perimeter and have an infinite area?
Maybe. Guess would just be everything on like a plane.
Did you draw something you think has a perimeter but has an infinite area? That'd be interesting. See what you were thinking.
Well, wouldn't like the Coke snowflake? I thought that has an infinite perimeter but finite area.
Ooh, okay.
So you start this, then you add these triangles, and then you keep doing that.
So that has do you think it has a perimeter as you go to the actual Coke snowflake?
Well, as long as it's closed, it has a perimeter.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the last thing I wanted to ask you is, what other questions do you think you could ask if you wanted to investigate this question of does everything with a perimeter have an area? What are some other things you might think about?
Does everything with an area have a perimeter?
Okay, good. That's a good question.
Well, what about 3D shapes? If the 3D shapes are like not closed off, do they have a volume?
Interesting. Yeah, that's a great one. What do you think perimeter means in 3 dimensions?
Well, maybe it's if you have a cube, maybe it's like all these lines put together.
Huh.
All the outside edge lines.
Yeah, maybe. That's interesting. Huh. Okay, cool. High five. Those are some great thoughts. Thanks for doing that.
Okay.